This movie took me about 5 hours to watch, I'd say. Actual runtime is 3.5 hours, but between like pee breaks and getting more popcorn, I was up till 1 in the morning. The Irishman is a biopic based off of the book I Heard You Paint Houses. It follows Frank Sheeran, a hitman for the mob that ended up working very closely with Jimmy Hoffa and is believed to be the one that actually killed him in the end. The movie itself is directed by Martin Scorsese, which this has every single Scorsese trope in it, including it being 3.5 hours. But I don't say that in any kind of negative way. I say that in an extremely positive way, because I am a huge fan of Martin Scorsese. His filmmaking is brilliant, and a lot of his movies are in fact my favorite movies. The stars of this film are Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Al Pacino. A lot of you may not know this because it seems like they would have worked together in the past, but this is actually the first time that Al Pacino has worked with Martin Scorsese. Obviously, this is the first time in a long time that Joe Pesci has worked, with essentially him coming out of retirement, probably for the perfect movie. He stated in the past that he's only doing this because of the names that are attached to it, including Scorsese and De Niro. And this is one of just many, many times that Robert De Niro himself has worked with Martin Scorsese. There's a lot of comparisons to Goodfellas in this, but besides being made by Martin Scorsese and having a lot of similar actors and being about the mob, which granted are a lot of things, this movie has an entirely different feel. Goodfellas is all about the glamour and the money. This is a very slow-moving person movie. It's about the people. You have these three names attached to it and they're who you were attached to. But even though this is a slow-moving movie, it never feels like a drag. There are moments where it lingers on characters and they have slow-moving dialogue-driven scenes for 15-20 minutes, and it's amazing because you have these people that play off each other so well. You have these glances that have 1,000 words in them, the amazing direction of Scorsese behind it. Robert De Niro is one of my all-time favorite actors, and he's been working for 50 years, and this right here, in my opinion, is the best thing he has ever done. This is the epitome, the apex mountain of Robert De Niro. This is probably the same for Joe Pesci, and maybe Pacino? I'm not a huge Scarface fan, but I can acknowledge the fact that it's a good movie. But this might be, out on a limb here, this might be the apex for the 4 big names attached to this. It is that good. Now, you can't talk about this movie without talking about the de-aging software that they did and the fact that they make these people that are in their 70s and rather aged look 30 years old, 35 years old, and age them up through their life. And there's only really a couple moments throughout the entire movie where it kind of gets into that uncanny valley. Besides just a couple of moments, it looks very, very good and very convincing. And I found myself constantly wondering, at what point is it just the actor and not old person makeup and young person CGI? And you can never really tell. That's how seamless it is and how good it is. The only thing that was really weird was giving De Niro blue eyes like Frank Sheeran. It was off-putting. It's very obvious that they're fake blue eyes. Maybe just been better with context, or just keep them brown. I don't see any problem with that. It wouldn't have taken me out of the movie. I didn't even know the guy had blue eyes. The last 20 minutes of this movie, where it actually comes down to Jimmy Hoffa's death, spoilers, but that's what this is about. Everybody knows Jimmy Hoffa died or disappeared or whatever, are a strange combination of suspenseful yet thrilling at the same time. I'm constantly on the edge of my seat and like going like this, so holding my breath. It's phenomenal. 3.5-hour movies, the last 20 minutes truly, truly brings it home. I'm going to finish out by giving this an 8.6. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other reviews.